Hello and welcome back to XCOM2 War of the Chosen. It has been a while since I was able to play this fantastic, excellent game. I've taken a 2 weeks break, but the YouTube uploads keep coming. So for you guys, it will be like in no time. However, the 2 weeks gave me a little bit time about A, reflection, and B, to gather some feedback. So a couple of announcements. Number one, the overwhelmingly positive feedback about the little quizzes in between our missions motivate me to try to establish at least one like quiz in every mission. I'm not going to force it. If there's no proper situation, then I'm not going to insert one. Number two, I've thought a little bit about skills, and the most noticeable difference that I think I'm going to change moving forward is with the existence of a sniper rifle, of the unique sniper rifle, that effectively lets you shoot in a one standard action and not in a full action. The whole death from above option is just significantly better. It was already good for certain units like the assault or the specialist, but now the sniper can definitely benefit from it because getting one action back for killing an enemy could effectively be like a mini serial every once in a while. From what I do understand, even after the redo Death from Above is triggering as often as possible, so there's not any like soft down timer or cooldown for it, which means these are just extra kills. I'm going to try that in the builds for the future. So far, quick draw has been valuable, and I probably would advise to spend the soldier APs in getting both of these actions. Lightning Hands, phenomenal ability. Quick draw, not bad because you have like this extra ability, but with Death from Above and the sniper, once you have the unique sniper, that's probably the stronger of the two abilities. So you will see that it's kind of a reassessment of it. Secondly, I've been asked like how do we proceed with the A team, Sirkim, Edgar, Alien, Poe, Ranman, and Roby. And as you can see, I've almost completed their buyout. We will get a couple more ability points, and of course, we are going to buy most of the abilities. Zircom, for instance, has like all of the abilities, with the exception of the ones that are not necessarily like super relevant for him. Lightning Reflex is probably a good one as well. Good. These were the updates. So let's take a look at our mission at hand. I usually don't start a video without a mission, and we don't want to get into that as well. We detect specters, a couple of humanoids, heavy mechs, and sectopods, so definitely some mechanical units. We're not necessarily going in for the supplies, but the recover the item is the specific part. And that's also why we do have Colonel Zirkim here with us. Those of you who watched the series for a longer time would know that the colonels are usually left at home to make it a little bit more challenging, but Animal Protocol and the chance to get a permanent plus 20 stat increase on Zirkim are just too tasty. We can't leave it. We have taken 2 heavy suits, Dread Cannon and Blaster Launcher, like for the explosives. And as you can see, really the usual ins and outs. We have Talon rounds for maximum shotgun damage. We have blue screen rounds for dealing with the mechanicals. We have tracer rounds to make sure that shredding is going to happen. And yeah, I mean, the real leader of this run is going to be Fury. We're still trying to get him to the highest rank. He needs to be a colonel. So that's really what we're trying to do. He's the last unit, I think, who hasn't been a colonel so far. The last from the new units. So when he reaches colonel, we kind of have completed our ambition to get everyone up to colonel. And yeah, if I remember, I don't have all of the details on top of my head because really it has been 2 weeks. But if I remember correctly, we're just about to finish the psionic training. And yeah, really from there onwards, it's playing it down by the book. We're going to go in and infiltrate the radio tower and do the last mission. I do have a suspicion that the last mission is going to be pretty easy, given that we have like fully maxed up units by now. I don't think anything can stand in the way. We haven't even used colonels so far, so colonels with new equipment. Let's just... Whew. Operation Driving King. Recover an item from the sewers. I was skeptical about the sewers at first, but the more we play in it, the more I like it. It's just a nice way. Oh, and we got a little support here. Stan Lancer, Nameless, is helping us in this case. Good. Let's take a look. So we start openly and high ground, conveniently. Thank you, dear game. But the game also makes it pretty easy because there's really just like one obvious way to go. There's a train in the middle, and pretty far back here we do have the option to recover. Keep in mind, as always, like this here to here is an excellent position to start the hack. So what we're trying to do is maybe a little bit contrary to the initial thought of just rushing in here and just don't giving a shit. We're trying to move up to here and then go straight to the front. In order to do so, I would like to really take a first peek. Chops runs up, does not find anyone. This here is the end of the map, conveniently enough. And if we would go here, we're in full cover, we're still hidden, very hard to detect, but the enemy still manages it. Good job. I thought I outsmarted the AI, but little less did I know. But, okay, perfect setup. What would you do? That's number one option for a quiz. I'll describe the situation. We have already seen that there's another pack here. Most likely, there's another pack here. I'll give you that as a pre-information. We do have a purifier and a priest with sustenance. So what would be your play at this moment? I'll give you a little bit to think about. The difficulty of this decision is whether or not you want to go in fully, or if you like play it safe and maybe suppress and or incapacitate the enemies by another means. Good. So for those who have taken the quiz, I'll give you my take on what I think is going to be the best solution here. There is a huge unknown, and this is one of the situations where a mission could very easily go wrong. If we move in full force, that means like taking slash, maybe even using Shred Storm Cannon, or even more hardcore going Rage Strike, which could be a free movement to here and then continuing to here. We're at least going to trigger one more pack. But we don't know how many more are going to be, for instance, behind here. So it's very easy that it is spiraling out of control. So my answer to this would be, we do have a very benevolent position. We could use really long-range blaster bombs, in this case, in such a way to even hit both of them. And we do have advanced teamwork, which, with our psychic Jordan Russell, is going to help us. So my answer is, keep it rather low and don't overdo it in this case. So let's do one thing after the other. We have Icarus for free movement, and we should move as such so that even with the explosion here, we're not going to trigger anything. So what I am proposing is, effectively, we're moving in as far as we can. without triggering another pack. This here is an excellent aisle of defense. We're going to use our advanced teamwork for the first time this year, effectively transferring one action over. We're not going to use too many cooldowns, at least I'm trying to. We are going to leave most of the cover for our own assault intact, but we need to shred the purifier, and we also need to try to get rid of the cover here. So that's probably the best way of hitting it. Really long range. Yeah. And unfortunately we triggered the other pack. It happens. Now we do have a larger problem. I was telling you not to trigger the other pack, and boy oh boy, what did I do? I triggered the other pack. Good job, Syken. Good job. Try listening to yourself once in a while. So, I really don't want to talk myself into going more aggressive. We need to probably use a Mimic Beacon. I said I don't want to use too many cooldowns. The good part is the Purifier is probably going to die. We're probably also going to kill the priest. It's not going to be too much of an issue, but we still have 3 more enemies to go. We know that all of these fields here are not triggering anyone else. So let's take a look at our chances here. All of these are pretty good hits. Question is, I mean, we could go for an aggressive play, like move here, hook ourselves up, and really flank them. But like I said, there's most likely yet another pack back here. This here would get rid of our high ground advantage. This here barely allows us to take a shot with Lightning Hands. I'm trying to maximize at the moment the amount of actions that we can take. This here is with a target preview. This here is probably the best position to be in. We could go for a face-off play, like moving down here. Here, that would be 3 hits with a face-off. We only have 1 mechanical unit, the others are all biological, so face-off really doesn't cut it all too much. Let's move away with a Stun Lancer for now. Stun Lancer can be our sacrificial lamb, because if we overwatch him, he has a higher priority in being hit. If we move to here, we are unfortunately not going to see anyone. Very unfortunate. We need to get rid of a little bit more cover, I suppose. So Shred Cannon through here to get rid of both of them could be a thing. The Shred Cannon deals 11 damage. Oh, that would be even better. Well, it's actually not too bad. It would get rid of a lot of cover, but the advantage is the Shred Cannon is a straight line projectile, similar to Hail of Bullets. So it would just remove this cover, but he would still be in cover, which is not too bad, but it would also remove most of the other cover and shred. So I think I'm going to do that. Knocking the priest into sustenance and effectively shredding the shield bearer, because the shield bearer needs to die this round, elsewise Elsewise, we're going to have just a hell lot of extra armor to deal with. Now, with this shredding being done, the whole face-off play that I talked about earlier might be more interesting, to be honest. Reason for that being, we would be able to hit all three, and with another lightning hands that we get on top, we might even be able to kill him. So with 2 easy cooldowns, without any consumables used, we could get rid of the Spectre and we could knock out everyone else. I think I'm going to go with that. This position here isn't too bad because we could always like grapple up back up here, and oh no, that's just 2. We need 3. That's 3 in range, and that's 3 in range as well. That's the wrong 3. One sec, guys. It's actually pretty important to not screw this up. Yeah, we're not getting the shield bearer, unfortunately, and that was the guy that I wanted to get. Other option is we could still use the sniper and go for a normal kill. Probably not worth it. The face-off is just better. That's very unfortunate. We're just lacking the range. Probably this is still the best option because we can get rid of the Spectre. We still have the possibility to hit this guy, so it's not an issue. Good. I'm going for the face-off Lightning Hands play that we initially talked about. Lightning Hands, 50-50 on the Spectre to actually hit him. A very nice damage. Incredibly nice damage. And now it's the face-off play. Decent damage. Unfortunately missed. And sustenance. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. Good. Let's continue. We still have Lightning Hands as a free action. Oh, I could have moved first. Well, never mind. So I really don't want to start moving in. Like I said, it's super dangerous to do that. Instead, if we were to stand here, could actually take a shot. So pistol shots do not end our turn. Oh gosh, I forgot which one does not end our turn. I think the Vault one ended our turn. I would need to get to look deeper into his abilities. I think the Vault one ended our turn, but the Stun Strike didn't. But I'm not willing to take any risks. I know that the pistol definitely does not end the turn. So here's the thing. We have a decent chance of killing him. Wait a second. Throwing something? No, no, no. Sheet. I don't know. I really don't want the turn to end. The stun strike has a very decent chance to actually hit him. I might look like a fool afterwards, but I really think that the stun strike does not end his turn. Okay, I was right, but the percentages were still not on ours in our favor. But here's the thing: we can still dominate this one. So we do have Threat Protocol, which is a bonus action. Whom would we want to give it? I would argue we're giving it to the sniper, because even with the pistol, he would be in kill range for both of them. He's going to move last. Sustenance. So how packs usually work is the leader of the pack is moving first. The leader of the first pack is the priest. The priest has a higher rank than the purifier. Leader of the second pack, I think, would probably be the specter or the shield bearer. The shield bearers usually can be captains, but I think the specter would surpass him. So in this case, these two would move first. However, with the sustenance, I think he's going to move last in the turn, which means this guy is probably going to move first, or this guy if I was wrong with the sustenance. Both can be killed with a single shot of the pistol of the sniper, which means we're going to give the sniper the threat assessment, which is a bonus shot. So that's not ending our turn, but it's using one extra action. We could go for Capacity Discharger, by the way. That's one option. Or we Icarus jump. Oh fuck, I wanted to jump behind the crate. So probably my play does no longer work. Yeah, I want to jump behind this crate and actually hit this guy. But what we could do is we can do it a little bit different than I originally anticipated. We're just capacity discharging both, which is a proper kill. And now we can. Oh, that's actually not bad. You know what? We're going to save the Mimic Beacon because he is disoriented, which means he can only move at half speed. He could move up to here, fair enough, but he has 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 hit points. That's more than one pistol shot, so we could go double Overwatch, but he's going to move first. Nah, damn, I don't want to use the Mimic Beacon, but I want a flawless mission, so there you go. This is me playing it super safe. Okay. Wow, first round, immediately a quiz. It was a more difficult situation than it looked like. From the outside, it might have looked like a super easy setup, but boy oh boy, it hasn't been a super easy setup. Let me tell you that. Good. We're going to rend him to death. Of course. One short. Now we're going to save the throwing axe. Instead, let's move over. Can we grapple? No, 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 no. I wanted to aggressively grapple over here. Wow, that would be another move that I might regret. And the grapple would be on cooldown, so we couldn't grapple up here, which I do want to do. Which means no grappling for us, but a nice little execution with the sniper. Good. Really, the reason why we want to play that one safe is I don't want to trigger any more pots. At least not for now. Superior scope, really, really good find. We're going to conceal again. It's going to be our scout. And I would say let's move in. Alright, I'm having a very close eye on the timer. I think we progressed pretty well. 2 rounds, 2 packs. We're on time with what the game would expect, which is, like I told you, 1 pack per round, and most likely about 1 to 2 rounds buffer, which means we can already anticipate we're probably going to face 2 more packs. Okay, so let's play this one by the book. Going to move over. He's not hidden, I know that, but we needed someone to open the door, which was, of course, just enough to pull to trigger a new pack. I wanted to open the door because that would have allowed his move, her move, actually, to be successful. It is what it is. She's not triggering any overwatches, and I feel that we do have a strong position. So now is the time to advance, and I would even consider advancing to a degree where we trigger another pack. I'm pretty fine with that. Good, that was a gratis move. We're, of course, not standing in the open like a retard. This guy here is on Overwatch, and we don't want to be the victim of that. So, Icarus Jump, number 2. Common Protocol would end. Scanning Protocol does not end the turn to my knowledge, but we can't shoot because he has a second beacon. Sirkim is going to be our protection in case things are going sour. Good. My issue is someone needs to eat the Overwatch shot. And that little someone is most likely going to be our Stun Lancer. I don't know though if Stun Lancer death actually count for real death. That would be quite a pity. So instead of going like all Rambo, how about we use the high ground here, which would be an excellent case for a shotgun. Oh, wait a second. We even have a Shred Storm cannon. Oh, that's better than I would have expected. Cool. If we were We can use. We can save the throwing axe. We don't need that much damage now. We still have enough turns, so let's be mindful with our cooldowns. But we can get rid of all of the cover. Plus, we can shred both of them. Well, that's an excellent play. I like it. So here we go. Good. Easy enough. No more Overwatch. This guy is fucked. Ah, no. We're not going to go into melee against him. Moving up. Multiple grapple opportunities up to the point where we can grapple up here. That would be out of line of sight though, so not a clever idea. But with 100% shot onto the purifier, good enough. Next turn we're going to grapple up and take the high ground. Interestingly enough, the purifier didn't explode. Good. Next up, we need to kill this guy. So first things first. Let's get the momentum moving. I am still thinking about whether we want to give him another action. So he could finish off... Well, he couldn't because actually I was thinking about the wonderful advanced teamwork feature where we could just give him an action. He kills the priest and everyone's happy, but that's not going to happen. Instead, let's think about how we play out the rest of it. I think we need to kill the mag next. And the way we want to do that is not in an aggressive fashion, but with a clever positioning, because that here is not a crit. Fuck you. We don't need the Mimic Beacon, so I could go all out on him. He does have Death from Above, as I see. No, it's covering fire. Fuck. Similar signs. With Death from Above, it would have been really nice because we could have killed both of them. But you know what? We're still going to take the shot. Sirkim is going to kill him, and I know how we deal with the priest. That's not going to be an issue. Solid chance to kill this guy. Didn't work out. And we're just going to parry because the priest is going to attack the first target that he sees and deems dangerous. We could go, give over an advanced teamwork to our Templar. And you know what? I mean, we might as well do that. Wait 1 second. Superior stock? No, we're not. We're using superior stock in order to kill this guy with 100%. Good. He's now into sustenance mode, which means he needs to move in the next turn. He will not accept standing there, so he's definitely going to move. Oh no, he's suiciding. Well, interesting. Haven't seen that one happening yet. But I guess that's fine for me as well. So 1 kill to our heavy. Sniper moves into position. We are very good on timing-wise. There's really no problem here whatsoever. We're going to go into conceal mode.
I'm on the move. We've got eyes on the objective.
She sees the package, which is fine. Which means this here is going to be a safe spot as well. We wouldn't trigger anything, but we can hack the chest, and that's exactly why we are here. We are going to move up.
Tired of waiting around.
Sniper takes position. Overwatches. Another Overwatch. Lancer moves over because I don't want him to burn. Still want to try to do that flawless. Another Overwatch and a hack. Let's get the enemy protocol, guys. Well, fuck you. F you, game, F you for constantly denying us this nice little tech score upgrade. Good, there is one more group of enemies. Let's see. Going to move over.
Enemy sighted.
Ooh, Mr. Sactopot. That's an interesting, a very interesting position. Oh. No, that's too dangerous. We can't just move there. Let's get into proper cover.
Let's move already.
Good. I really don't want to trigger him right away. Instead,
I'm on it.
we're doing some nice little Overwatches here.
Scanning. Scanning.
Knowing how well our guys hit, we might as well ignore the Overwatch because it's going to be 0 hits. Oh, nice. Yeah, surprise, surprise. Oh, wow. Good lord.
Who's keeping score? Need to find some new cover.
Of course. Our newcomer misses. 6 armor. The Sectopod took 1 point of damage. And another 10.
Hard target, minimal damage. They've got eyes on me.
Well, hello there. Hello there. So, we do have salvo, which means we can issue grenades without ending our turn. And since that's the last pack, we might as well go all out. We can do that. That's not really friendly fire, it's just a box here.
Fire in the hole!
So let's hit number 1. And I really want to get away from the sectopod. Hello there, dear Stun Lancer. Shotgun to the face, 16 damage. Good night. Implaceable.
Running low on ammo.
Cool. Let's use a couple of extra abilities. Dual strike on the sectopod. Means one shot. Nice little 4 shredding. Another shot from his body over here. Good job. Second hit. The bond really comes in handy. We are going to do advanced teamwork. By the way, this is you can already see there was a question in the chat whether or not you can take big units down with only 3 man on an ambush. I mean, look at that. It's really I've taken 1, 2, 3 units are completely destroying the whole pack, right? And we even have actions left over in case you would argue, hey, well, Saiken, one of them died earlier. He still has an action left over, so he could move up and effectively just kill this guy. Yeah, flawless mission. We recovered an item. Unfortunately, not the enemy protocol that I was looking for.
Propaganda never looked so pretty.
But it is what it is. You're not always getting all the benefits.
I would like to assure the citizens of Advent that our peacekeepers will stop at nothing to prevent further attacks by criminal elements such as the one that occurred today. The elders have total faith in our ability to overcome any and all threats to our peace.
Good. Judge, jury, executioners. Nice one. Guys, I'm pumped. We did it. Another flawless executed mission. And the game rewards us, as always, with 2 tired, 2 cohesive, but no fucking promotions. I need to point out that Chops here has 81 kills in only 20 missions. That's 4 kills per mission. Oh, that's pretty good. Which kind of projects are we researching, by the way? No shadow projects available? Yeah, I mean, we're done here. What are we currently researching? Nothing. It's just workshop constructions. Yeah, well. I knew we were completely done, so I was just wondering. Good. So, assorted loot. Something we might want to grab. Let me shortly see. This is finalizing the whole playthrough. Black market, we have done that already. Supply drop, we don't really need supplies at the moment, so might as well go to the loot. Priority number 1, finalize the psychic characters. Priority number 2, that's actually no priority number 2. That's our only priority. And none of that here is bad. Deeper learnings too. Soldiers gain and XP gains are increased by 20%. That's pretty good. I wonder if that is cumulative to the 10% here. Probably it is. We're getting rid of the soldiers' bonds, and yeah. Well, that should increase the whole learning experience quite substantially. 30% more experience is noticeable, I would say. So let's do the loot. We're then going to the black market afterwards, because there's probably something that we can buy. And let's look at the covert actions as well, because we just recently got new covert actions. Superior speed, nice, I like it. And more loot, which the game thinks we really need loot. I do not disagree, it's fine. But what we need even more than loot is our decent covert actions. Something that gives awesome +4 or +5 aim. And recruiting missions. Superior scope, very nice. Elerium crystals, we have enough Elerium. Superior perception, I think we're going to go with that one, because it's very rare. Yep. We keep the rest of the intel. We really do not need any supplies. There you go. So, superior agility. Our colonel got wounded, but his health permanently increased by 1. And we got new covert ops. So let's take a look. Supplies with a promotion, nope. Proving ground project completely useless, but aim +3 is not bad. Nope, not good. Well, the aim +3 is fine, but the rest isn't. Spirit weapon upgrade, not needed. Also not needed. Ability points are probably not bad together with the aim. Soldier's bond, okay. Alien loot, nah, no. I'm not happy. That is unfortunately not what I was expecting. Let's start with the aim and the ability points, because we can use ability points. Who would need aim? Random certainly would, because his aim is still shit. So he would probably be the one that needs to go in. Roby's aim is actually quite okay. His aim is perfect. Sirkim's aim is good as well. So if we want to give someone the option to increase his aim, it's probably going to be Renman. Which means, next question, in the meantime, might want to give someone health. Let's 12, 13. Wow, he also needs health. Ranman. We should wait for him. 1 day is almost nothing. Let's wait for him to recover, and then we put him on the next mission.
Avenger plotting new course.
Nice one. We are almost done. Oh, we are done. Our first operative has completed his psionic training, which gives us a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to take a look at his ability. Ready and available, but he cannot be trained by the normal train abilities. It's probably that would have been too strong, but here is something to consider. Actually, Psi operatives have okayish aiming. They have fucked up health, which we need to work on for the last mission, so that they should be, well, we're probably not going to do that, but it couldn't hurt to give him 1 or 2 more health. And yeah, they would be prime targets for our covered ops. So let's see if we could do a fast one with +1 health. That's 8 days, not bad. That's 7 days, even better. You know what? We are going to wait. Oh, in 6 days, the 2 of them would be ready, okay? And then we are going to do the bond thing, form soldiers bond and +1 health with the 2 psychic characters. That should be awesome because then they can trade their abilities. In the meantime, we are going to use this here, +1 health. And yes, he can be that guy. Perfect. I like it. You can even use psionic characters on resistant rings, which is great because resistance rings is actually a game feature which allows you like to power up the soldiers even more and more. And if there was any shortcoming in the psionic characters, then it was simply the fact that they could use all health, mobility, and great aim on top of their already awesome kits. So if you train them long enough here, they will just be super monsters.
Commander, the aliens continue to make progress on the avatar.
Oh, wow. We have an avatar project. So what we're going to do here is we're just finishing this training, okay? And besides this training, which should be the last one, we're forming the bond between both of them, which should be good for the last mission, and then we're ready to go, and we're going to go into the alien network.
The results of our breakthrough were quite fascinating.
Can we even research something more?
The scientists are eager to begin, Commander.
I like it how the game offers you more research options in the later stages, even though it's not really useful. It's still not bad. Perfect. I think we're done. Yeah, we're done. Which means, just for completeness sake, let's recruit 1 further character. Oh, wrong one. Because we can still use rookies in training. There's no disadvantage to that. Yeah, so the question is, I mean, after this covered actions, we could do another covered ops, but I think I don't want to prolong the game all too much. I don't want to let you wait for 3 or 4 more missions to get ready. I think we're anyways over prepared. So once this here is over, we're going to go into and finish the game.
Together, we have succeeded.
There we go. Health has increased by 1. Perfect. Good job. Let's carry on for now. And I'm going to ready up the crew so we can go on to the second last mission and actually afterwards finish the game. See you in the next video, guys.